I just woke up. I feel like shit. But the grind don't stop. I'm trying to stay consistent with this. And I'm not gonna lie, I had a dream. I had a dream of Tom Aspinall getting flatlined by John Jones. A nightmare. It was really a nightmare. If I ever see that in real life, I don't know what I'll do. Uh, there's a lot of good people in this world, and you can see that if they lose like a family member, they turn into some bad people. If I lose my man Tom Aspinall to John Jones, I don't know what I'll do. But anyway, moving on from that, yeah, I had a dream, and I was like, you know what? I don't think John Jones will even fight Tom Aspinall, but I want to see and I want to map out who I think will fight Tom Aspinall, who I think will actually step up and be a fucking man and be like, you know what? If Jones is a bum, I'm going to be that guy, and I'm going to show you, I can do this. I can beat Aspinall. Granted, I don't think anyone can. I think Aspinall beats literally everybody right now. It's glaze. It's dick riding. But, his stats don't lie, and what he's doing to top contenders, it doesn't lie. John Jones is ducking him too, so you think John Jones is going to duck Pereira? It's like, Tom Aspinall is the best right now. And like I said, I want to see who will fight him next. So the way I'm thinking of, there's technically 5 people that can fight him next, but 3 people will most likely get the opportunity, if that makes sense. So the first matchup we can look at is John Jones-Stipe. I think Tom Aspinall, like I said, I think he beats everybody. Tom Aspinall, in my opinion, beats either of those. Stipe could win against John. It's a sad reality that Stipe could win against John, but if he flatlines John Jones, I don't care. I'm here for John Jones' hate. I'm here for John Jones getting flatlined. I'm here for everything bad that happens to him. I'm here. I'm supporting. I'm in the front rows, and I'm smiling. He's a PED cheat. He beats his wife. He hits and rungs pregnant ladies. And he's just a fucked up guy. He's just a really bad guy who only stays on Twitter and just trash talks people without fighting. Granted, I know he had a fight in November that he had to pull out of. I get that. But when your interim champion defends his belt, now is the time to be like, you know what? Fuck Stipe. Not literally. I know Jones would love to do that. Fuck Stipe. And fight your interim champion who just defended his belt. Who just did it in a minute. Some could say, oh, early stoppage, Tom Aspinall. Curtis Blades took like 15 hits to the head. And he got flattened out. Like, it's not an early stoppage. Heavyweight, you can kill a man, like straight up. You can actually do that shit. Good stoppage. I think it was Mark Goddard. I mean, it's Mark, but it's a good stoppage nonetheless. Blades wasn't intelligently defending himself. He got flattened out. He kind of got cooked, but that's okay. So, like I said, the winner of John Jones-Stipe can fight Tom Aspinall, preferably John Jones, so that John Jones can get flatlined by Tom Aspinall. But I wouldn't mind Stipe flatlining John Jones. I just don't think Stipe... If Stipe beats John Jones, Stipe will retire, and John Jones will also most likely retire. So that's hell. That's what we don't want, because that would make heavyweight it wouldn't make it boring, because we still have Tom Aspinall. It would be a sham. It would be a disappointment to the potential that we have now, in my opinion. Because what I really want to see, what I'm here for, the best thing that can happen to UFC for me mentally as a person, to keep me sane, is John Jones gets knocked out, flatlined. First, he gets illegally kneed by Tom Aspinall. They say, hey, Tom Aspinall knocked you out. We gotta run it back. Aljamain Sterling, Peter Yan treatment. We gotta run it back. And then he just flatlines him again in the first round fairly this time. Like, I'm hating on Jones that much. I need that. I will be mentally happy for the rest of my life. Nothing could break me if I ever saw that, because I would go back to that moment and I'd be like, you know what? God's real. God is real. And honestly, I'm just a fucking hater. Like, I live to hate on people. It is what it is, you know? There's so much stuff to not like about Jon Jones, and there's so much stuff to like about Tom Aspinall. I'm just a fucking hater, and I need to see him get flatlined before my life ends. I really do. I don't care if he's fucking Stipe's age. I don't care if he's 43. I don't care if he's 50. Some random guy. You remember the BJ Penn incident where he was outside of a bar and some random guy flatlined him? I need Tom Aspinall to be that random guy. I need him to be like Jorge Masvidal and just, like, when he sucker punched Colby, if Jon Jones doesn't fight you, track him down at a meet and greet. Run up to him, Superman punch him right then and there. Just knock his ass out. Anyway, moving on from that, the other option, another good option, is Pereira. But that would be an interim title defense, and I feel like the only way they would do that is if Jon Jones and Stipe retire and Tom Aspinall gets moved to undisputed. Because I don't think Pereira is going to be... Pereira's not going to fight for an interim belt. It doesn't make sense. It really just doesn't make sense. Why would he give up his light heavyweight belt and risk getting an interim belt? It doesn't make any sense at all. And if he beats Tom Aspinall, people are going to say, oh, you didn't beat Jon Jones, though. You don't have the official belt. You didn't beat Jon Jones. It doesn't make sense for Pereira. And I think the risk isn't worth it, but I would love to see it. And in my opinion, Pereira has the best chance of being Aspinall because Aspinall can get hit. People say, oh, his head movement's elite. It is for a heavyweight. He can get hit. He's gotten hit by Curtis Blades. He got rocked by Pavlovich. He will get hit. I don't think Pereira can put him out, or I don't think he can, obviously. I don't think he will put him out, you know, like first punch, second punch, third punch. I don't think he'll do that. He couldn't put out Yuri. Yuri's chin is great, but I think Tom Aspinall just, he's faster than Yuri. He has better technique, better head movement, obviously. Yuri just stands there like a fucking retard. Yuri's my favorite fighter, by the way, so I don't want to hear any shit about that. But it's like, Pereira, in my opinion, won't put him out before Tom lands something, or like Tom said, he'll take him down. I genuinely believe Tom when he'll take him down, and he definitely has the skills for it. Pereira is definitely getting better on the ground. He has to, because his next fight's most likely going to be Ankalaev, so he has to get better on the ground. And he's been training to get better on the ground the whole time. But I just think Tom Aspinall has the weight advantage over him. He's been doing jiu-jitsu since he was a kid with his dad. He will submit him. Whether it's he'll get his back, whether really it's anything. Like, I think he can control him on the ground because he's the same size. Israel is the same size, I think. I'd actually have to fact check that. I don't know if that's true. That's either true or it's way off. There's like no really in between. Israel is around the same size. He didn't come with the experience that Aspinall had. He spent his middleweight title run like decisioning people, like split decisioning people to wins. He doesn't have that in him. He wasn't born with that jiu-jitsu. He wasn't raised with the jiu-jitsu. He doesn't have the same grappling skills that Tom Aspinall has. So if Pereira does move up to fight Tom Aspinall, I think Tom Aspinall takes him down and he just shows him grappling that really Pereira's never seen. The best grappling Pereira's seen, in my opinion, was against Jan. I've said this for a long time. I think Pereira gets gifted good matchups. I really do. His hardest matchup was Jan, and that says something because Jan is like, he's really striking dominant. People say, oh, Jan, he wrestled Israel. He wrestled all these people. He's really striking dominant. Like, he stands on the feet a lot when he doesn't have to. And I just think Pereira gets gifted matchups, like, from time to time. He won the belt based off Yuri coming back after, like, a year and a half. And then he fought at UFC 300 with Jamal Hill coming back after a torn ACL, you know? It's like, it's just gifted matchups, in my opinion. I'm not saying he's not good. I think he beats a lot of people. I think he beats almost everybody. In my opinion, if we're going based off pound for pound on who I think would win, or who's the most dangerous man in the UFC, it's Tom Aspinall, and then it's Pereira like right below him, because Tom Aspinall has everything. Pereira has the left hook, he has great striking, but he doesn't have everything that Tom Aspinall has. Like I said, it's glazing. I know it's glazing, but it's kind of hard to not glaze Tom after his recent performances. So, I'm going Tom Aspinall for that. And what I think will actually happen, who I think Tom Aspinall will actually fight, is the winner of Gon Volkov. I think he'll actually fight that, because the Stipe Miocic fight with John Jones is gonna happen in November. Is what I'm seeing and hearing mostly. November. Tom Aspinall, I don't want him sitting out. Now, it's not that he has to sit out till November. It's that he has to sit out another camp. You know what I'm saying? He has to sit out another camp. So that's another, like, 5 months. I don't want him sitting out that long. I don't think he wants to sit out that long. So if you want... His best option to stay active is if Pereira moves up right now, or he fights the winner of Gon Volkov, which still isn't that active, but it's active enough if one of them's willing to make a quick turnaround. In terms of who I think wins that fight, Volkov's on a different level right now, and I think Volkov will not dismantle. It would be a close fight. But Volkov knows how to work. He works around power punching. He works around good striking. He has good foot. He has a great IQ. He has great movement, great IQ, and I think that's great for a striker. A lot of heavyweights don't have that. I'm not calling them stupid. I'm not calling them any of that. But they don't have the movement. I would prefer to see Gon Aspinall, but I think it will be Volkov, Aspinall too. And I think Aspinall wins against either or. Gon is... He's not easy to out-grapple, right? John Jones did it, obviously. But he's not easy to out-grapple. People can out-grapple him, though, and that's why I'm going Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall can out-grapple Gon, and he can out-grapple... He already out-grappled Volkov. And even then, Tom Aspinall has the power and the speed to stand with both of them. I don't know. That's not even the point of the video. I didn't even say I was making predictions. I just said I wanted to see who would fight next. I think the most clear case, and I think what Tom Aspinall should do, is he should wait for the winner of Gon Volkov, because there's no one that can fight him right now besides, Spivak Tybura, the winner of that. It's like, and they can't justify a title shot unless he just wants to stay active, and he asked for them. They can't justify a title shot, and he's already beat both. I'm pretty sure he's already knocked out both. So it's like, when you have a guy who's come up the division like Tom Aspinall, and who's had that multiple fights, it's hard to find a contender for him. And he shouldn't even be fighting a contender. He should be fighting the undisputed champion. But Dana White's glazing. Dana White's dick riding. John Jones, he's kind of a duck. He's kind of a coward. I'm sorry to say it. I like John Jones. I don't like John Jones. I don't know why I said that. I think he's a bitch. But if he's a man, he'll fight Tom Aspinall, but we all know he's not. So it's not going to happen. The winner of Gon Volkov will fight Aspinall, and I'm pretty sure Aspinall, after that, he has to fight John Jones. But I think John Jones will retire, most likely, or be like, you know what? Let's welcome Pereira up. It's time for Pereira to get his title shot. It's like, no, we can wait. Pereira's great and all. I don't know if you've noticed this, though. Ever since John Jones stopped tweeting, it's high demand for Aspinall Jones. No one's talking about Pereira Jones anymore, because no one really wants that. They're talking about Aspinall fucking Pereira. People are just blowing off Jones. They're saying, hey, Jones, you're not champion no more. Sorry, what the fuck was that lighting? They said, you're not champion no more. It's like, we don't care about you. You can retire, you can do this. But people are coming around and saying, Jones, you're ducking, and you need to fight him, or your legacy's fake. Which I don't want to say it's fake, but he's nowhere near the perfect fighter or unbeatable as people really think he is. And I'm sure a lot of people they know that. they don't think he's like the best fighter. It's the John Jones fans who are dick riding him because he's of a certain race and more relatable to certain people, even though he beats his wife. He's a PED cheater, and he hits and runs a pregnant lady. It's like why do you like this guy? He sucks. He's a horrible person, and he's not even fun to watch as a fighter. He's really not. So I think Aspinall, please fight the winner of Gane Volkov, or ask for a quick turnaround against Pereira if Pereira beats Ankalaev. I want you to stay active. His momentum is built off staying active. I do think he can come back after like a year or like 9 months and still be really good. He showed it against he showed it against Tybora. I think that's who it was when he fucked up his knee. I don't remember how he fucked up his knee. But he fucked up his knee, came back a year later as a headliner, I'm pretty sure, and knocked out Tybora. So he's good. I trust him to come back after a year, but I like Tom Aspinall coming into a good fight with momentum. So my predictions for Tom Aspinall's next fight: winner of Gane Volkov, then Pereira, and then I think they'll make him undisputed if he beats Pereira. Really, he should be undisputed right fucking now, because John Jones is filing. He's in a court case, to my knowledge. I'm pretty sure. No, I think they already gave him his shit. But he should be stripped already. He's dodging fights. He's not fighting his undisputed champion, and Dana White's like, he's just okay with it. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Actually, no, I do know why, but I'm going to cover that in a different video because I have a great video coming up. It's disappointing, man. It's disappointing that people call John Jones the greatest of all time when he's clearly dodging Tom Aspinall. And we have someone with so much potential like Tom Aspinall, but he can't really do anything with that potential because he can't be a champion and get the big matchups that he needs. So it's really sad to see that someone we call the GOAT is holding up the heavyweight division. But he's most likely going to retire after the Stipe fight, so Tom Aspinall, you're most likely going to rematch Volkov because I think Volkov beats Gane. What's better for Tom and his legacy is beating Gane because he's already beat Volkov. But he's most likely going to fight Volkov and then Pereira, and then he'll be moved up to undisputed champion. And that's just that. Really, like, there's not much to it. But, I'm going to ask y'all to please subscribe and like because it helps a lot. However, I know my setup and shit, it's not good at all.